Hey everybody, it's Kathy P. Welcome back to my channel. This is just going to be a quick video. It's a quick update on the OnlyFans teachers that got fired. She put out another video, another statement, which I really wish she'd stop because, you're changing people's opinions that were at one time maybe kinda. I mean, I wasn't on your side, but I kinda was, but I wasn't totally against you. I think you should have been fired for doing that in the classroom. Um, I don't know. Our teachers should be held at a different standard. There's a lot of parents out there. What do you think? How comfortable would you be with your fourth or eighth grader teacher having a prawn site? I mean, it's prawn, and trust me, she's making money. Her and him. Because, yeah, they are married and doing it together. I mean, there's a lot of ways you could have made extra money. And she keeps trying to cry victim, woe is me, feel sorry for me. It was all about the kids. If it was all about the kids, you wouldn't have did it in the classroom. Okay? And, honey, you never stop. I mean, you're pushing your prawn channels really hard on your Twitter and your Reddit. You got some nasty messages up, you know? And the TikToks you did right after this uh, kind of is showing people a little different side that you don't want them to see. I'm just saying. It's definitely changed my opinion. But, and I'm going to go through some of the comments, at the end of the video. But, yeah, it's a beautiful day here in Central Florida. I'm sitting here out here, as they call it, the bird cage. But I don't know why they call them bird cages. I don't like that. Again, I'm saying I'm not a damn bird. But I'm sitting by the pool, but it's too chilly to go swimming. And that morning chill's gone, so now it's doable out here on the patio. I love beautiful days like this when it's not so cold that you can't stand to be outside. Yeah, let's just get into this because these teachers.
Hello, my name is Samantha Peer, or you might know me as my alias Chloe Carter,
You mean your prawn name? Okay.
and I just wanted to give a little update after hearing some comments that were made about my statement. So, the biggest concern that I read was a lack of remorse. And
And I haven't seen much remorse out of you. You keep making videos, and then right after all this happened, you were on TikTok. And that's what pissed off a lot of the parents, was your responses on TikTok and stuff. You weren't actually showing much remorse. And, I mean, come on, people, think about it. Well, their husband and wife, what'd they do? Sit there and go on OnlyFans and check out other pages? I mean, how do you come up with this idea that you want to do prawn on OnlyFans because they found out how easy the money was? And, I mean, they're living in Arizona, in Lake Havasu area. That's not like one of the most expensive places to live. It's not. The cost of living is actually pretty good there compared to how some of these rents are going through the roof. Oh my God, here in Florida, it's insane. It is insane. I mean, my best friend, she just had a nightmare. Well, not best friend, but one of my friends just had a nightmare. Happened to find a place to live that, she's a single parent, she's a foster parent, and, people are charging $3,000 and $4,000 a month for nothing. It's crazy. But they actually weren't making as bad of money as she claimed, the way she made it seem. 50 grand's not chump change. You could live on 50 grand, especially in that area. But, then whatever her husband made subbing. So, yeah. Like I said, she keeps talking. Let's get back into her other pity me, feel sorry for me statement. Because in my opinion, that's what it is.
I know this was a very big mistake. I've never defended myself saying that it was an okay thing to do. Looking back at it, I would never do that again. But I also,
Okay, but wait, but you're supposed to be the smart one, the so overly educated one. But yet you make a common sense mistake. Big mistake. Uh, I don't know where you. I know why you did the classroom scene because you know there's perverts out there and that's what they like. The idea of the classroom, you're going to sell more content. You doing stuff on the desk. But yeah, that there is showing me something about you. See, your statements and your own actions are why people are changing their minds. Um, why my opinion's starting to differ because of you, with what you're doing and saying. But yeah, let's get back into it.
I'm a person and I do make mistakes too.
Mm-hmm.
And although this was a very big mistake, this isn't who I am and it doesn't
It
define
isn't
who I will be in the future.
what um. You didn't give two thoughts doing an OnlyFans page. Your OnlyFans page is outright prawn. I mean, it is full on. So, yeah. And you didn't think as a teacher that would be an issue? Are you kidding me? No. Yeah. Mm.
I've been a teacher for 7 years,
Mm.
and 5 of those 7 years were in Lake Havasu teaching eighth grade science. And before this incident, if you had asked anybody, my coworkers, my former students, my current students, I'm really confident that they would tell you I was very passionate about my job and I was very good at it. I have an undergraduate degree in biology and I have my master's in secondary education. I'm very highly qualified to teach what I do. And
Okay, but see, there's one of my questions. If you were so happy in your career as a teacher, come on, you really didn't think that doing a prawn site, a prawn channel, was going to get you and your husband in any kind of situation with the school board? Just, okay.
the last several years, I've had very high evaluations.
Mm-hmm.
I was very good at teaching science, but I also cared deeply about my students. And
Stop
I
making this
cared
about the
for them
kids.
as much as I cared for my own two children. I cared how they performed not only in my classroom, but their other classes. I would
Mm.
constantly check in with their other teachers, especially those that I know needed that extra care. I didn't I loved watching them
Paint
grow
with this
from
glue
the
on
fall.
my
Did you
hair.
make mommy a page? You made me a turkey in school today? Sorry, guys, my 4.5-year-old just got home from VPK and he made me a turkey. Oh, we're going to put it.
You have favorite paint.
I see that. You did a fantastic job. You want to put it on the refrigerator?
Why?
You don't want it on the refrigerator? Okay. You did a good job. Can you let Mommy Kathy finish this real quick? All right, baby. Love you. Oh, I love you too. Can you shut the door, please? You can. It's okay. You can let Bubba go. Okay. Go ahead. Shut the door for Mommy Kathy. Thank you, baby. Love you. Sorry, guys. But when you have a toddler, it doesn't matter how much time you try to set aside, they interfere. No, sir. Now let Mommy finish this. Let Mommy Kathy finish this.
I don't have what day.
Okay, go. All right, now, no more now. Stay in there and let Mommy Kathy finish this. He calls me Mommy. He calls me Kathy. He calls me Mommy. He calls me Kathy. But it's yeah. Okay. I'm not getting into all that because it's personal, but I have told people before we are adopting. But anyway, let's get back into, sorry about all this. Let's get back into
All the
this.
way to the spring. That age group is so amazing to me because they change so much.
Mm.
They become young adults in that time.
And I question you.
And you
And that's a question parents are having. Are you trustworthy enough to be in charge of very young minds like that? Let's put it that way. I don't know. Because you did not use judgment, good judgment, in my opinion, in choosing the classroom. And honestly, the OnlyFans. I mean, you had to know. You're not a dumb woman.
I'm very upset that I don't get to watch this group of
Don't make
students.
this about the kids. It's not about the kids.
This group of students was very special to me, and I miss them every day.
Mm-hmm.
I was very passionate about my job. It brought me so much joy. It was all I talked about when I would get home
Excuse me.
because it was just so amazing. Every single part. My coworkers, my principals.
But didn't she say in her first video statement that there was some issues with coworkers and that the person assigned to her case had a vendetta against her? I don't really care about that, but I'm just saying. She's acting like it was all roses, but if it was all roses, I have questions.
My
I'll stop
my
stopping her.
students. The whole thing was so great.
Mm.
And if I could go back and take it back, I would. Because I should be with my fifth period right now. I should be teaching about magnets.
But you made that choice,
But I'll never do that again.
and that was your choice. You
And
had to know.
I pay the price.
You had to know there was going to be a price to pay for this. I'm sorry, but you had to know. And you sitting here crying, woe is me, is what's getting people turned off on you. Because it's not what you're saying on your Reddit, your Twitter, your TikTok. Yeah. And quit making it about the kids, because, honey, this is about you, very much about you. If the kids were a priority, you would have never went to the school in the first place. My opinion. It's just my opinion.
Every single day. Of course I'm remorseful. I miss it a lot. I've never asked for sympathy.
Yes, you are.
I just want to move on with my life. Because this is not where I wanted to be.
Unfortunately, you
And
may
it
have to move out
hurts
of that little town.
every day. I'm tired of the adults who are so...
If you are truly remorseful and upset about this, you can't take away what's already done, but you would have closed your OnlyFans down. And unfortunately, you probably have to move out of that little town and rebuilt your life and tried to get your teaching life back. But that's not what you've done. And don't say it's because your kids are starving, because that's not true. Come on. There's other jobs out there. It's the money. It's all about the money. It's the money.
hypocritical.
Mm-hmm.
We're people. We're supposed to make mistakes.
Okay.
Mine was big, and I'm going to learn from it. But it's not fair that my name and my family have to be drug across the nation.
You caused that,
I have
though.
people calling and texting me, threatening to come after me, to show up
That's
to my
wrong.
house,
That's wrong.
to go after my 4 and 7-year-old.
Sorry, but the threatening, the harassing her, threatening her children, that's insanity. There's no reason for that. But as far as your name being out there and drug, that's kind of your fault. All right? I mean, I don't know any other teacher with an OnlyFans full out prawn page that wouldn't be getting drug right now. Teachers are held at a little different standard as they should be, really.
It's not fair to them.
Mm.
Yes, I am still advertising because it's not safe for me to leave my house. I am guessing it's probably impossible for me to get a job within town.
But see, you tried? No, you're guessing. Just like you tried to take the easy way out for the bucks with the OnlyFans. You had to know this was going to come back at you. You just had to.
I have to do if my family wants to be fed.
Okay. There's other
I
things you could have
can't
done.
sit and do nothing and let my children starve.
No one's
That's
asking you to.
heartless.
quit acting like it's for bread and butter. It was all about the money. You're making tons of money, and you know that. Stop. See, this is where you're losing people. Stop. You couldn't have been hurting that bad, and if you were, maybe it's, I don't know, did they make bad financial decisions? I don't know. I don't really care. But what I'm saying is, she's sitting here trying to say, it's, woe's me, I gotta feed my kids, I can't let them go hungry. Come on. Girl, McDonald's drive-thru, anything's better. But you made this choice. And it was about the money. And there's a heck of a lot more money in that than you probably were making teaching. But you still weren't making a bad income. Just saying.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to my students.
You. Oh, here we go with the fake tears.
Because I cared about you guys so much.
No, you didn't.
I didn't get to say goodbye. And I'll never get to talk to you again. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Thank you for listening. And if you have any questions,
some of the comments now.
I've been trying.
Because she's got a lot of comments here. What do you people think of this new statement of hers? The wanting to cry and crap. It's not about the kids. And if she really truly cared as much as she's claiming, she would have never went to the school in the first place. But, and also, like I said, it's their decision. They chose to do that. They're going to suffer the consequences. But there is other things they could have done for money. But let's read some of these comments. It says, I just can't feel bad. Man, as a mom, full-time worker of 2 jobs, and content creator, you can balance those things without them crossing over. Children's environments are just not that place, man. That's their learning environment. And then this one says, man, this lady got some gall. Starts doing adult work in school. Acts like she did it to be a good career for children. Accuses others of causing the problem and sharing the content she published to the open internet. And then acts like everyone's supposed to. Oh, I didn't hit read more on that. Yeah. I agree with a lot of the comments about keeping it out of the school, but I also want to mention that it's definitely not okay that people are attacking, harassing you for this. It was a bad decision that came with consequences. Yeah, that it did.
To get back to people as quickly as I can. Thank you.
All right, I'm going to roll some of the comments here. Eventually, I wanted to. It says, that having anyone online basically stalking you is kind of scary, and I'm sorry that people are doing that. And this did come at a heavy cost to her. But if I knew my child was in this woman's classroom, I'd be livid, especially if she filmed a scene for her OnlyFans on what could potentially be my child's desk. See, parents are having issues with this. Those spaces should be sacred, not desecrated by some disgusting man or woman. You're not remorseful. You knew what you were doing. And that's true. Her talking about the children. Okay, let's read some of these comments here. To the other comment. Imagine the way she thought of corrupting them. Cringe. Yeah, 8th graders would be 13, 14, which is definitely not young adult aged yet. Young adults is 18 to early 20s. She's getting it. Oh, calm down. She has kids. She was fired. Let it go. Another comment wrote, well, I don't know about all that. Okay, this one is, half these sympathizers would not be treating this person the same if they were a male teacher. I promise you that. They would, rightfully so, disparage him completely. Imagine being this defensive when literal children are looking at their own teachers. Didn't tell you. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, here's some of the responses to that. They are grown enough to go to OnlyFans to search her. If she was my child's teacher, I would be concerned about my child action rather than teacher. Another response is, yes, exactly. People need to stop holding her responsible for something normal, for neglecting to go to the root cause. Adapt to a social media and tech savvy world, and be taught to respect people's private lives. Okay. This one is hustling. My granddaughter didn't search this. Her iPhone was pinged with it just like all the other kids. She came home and showed us her phone, and we taught her if something was wrong to come to us. She didn't pass it to anyone. Making prawn on students' desk, male or female, and post it to social media is stupidity, especially when you are around children as a career. Another comment response was, okay, where should I begin? First, I'd like to be known I am not against or for what this teacher did. However, your comment has a flaw. Let's assume your granddaughter is a fourth grader. I would like to ask why the hell she has an iPhone with airdrops turned on. You and her parents should have made sure it was turned on, so she couldn't receive anything. I don't know. Here's some more comments. Let's see. She's 13 and I have custody because her dad died and my daughter decided drugs were more important than her daughter. I don't need parenting advice, thanks to... Oh, parents are arguing with each other, isn't that something? But exactly, it was just her husband alone, okay? OnlyFans is not social media. She didn't send a link. One of her co-workers did. She did a lot to hide this stuff from her state. Yes, be mad, but be mad at the person who sent it to the kids, not the person who made it. I say be mad at both. But as you can see, the comments just go on and on and on, and she's getting attention from it. And I'm not sure if that's what she wanted, but that's what she's getting. And no, I didn't respond to a comment. I just hit the wrong thing. But I put some of these comments in if you want to read them. I mean, she wouldn't have done a load to how if she didn't know it was wrong and obvious an issue for any parent that she was doing sex work on her student's desk. I don't know how you're going to start defending her with, well, she tried to hide it. True. We can break down teacher salaries and work hours, and you'll see they're paid very well. If she wants more money, she could take a job for all the months everyone else is working and she's not, instead of doing adult work on her student's desk. Exactly. Simps are protecting her. Okay. I'm not protecting her. I don't care. Unfortunately, when you work in an environment with children, you're expected to be what I would call a higher class citizen. There are expectations as a teacher. People will say you should never cross. I don't agree with your decision to do OnlyFans, but it's your life. And unfortunately, everybody's going to have an opinion on what you should be doing. Unfortunately, every decision you make affects your life. And out of all the side gigs, why take one that would ruin your life? Exactly, my same question. But yeah, the comments just keep going on and on. I'm not going to keep reading them, but there's a lot here. And the more she talks and puts out there, the more I don't. Okay, let's see. Look at these comments. I just think she needs to quit putting out statements because it's not making her look better. She made the decisions. I don't know what else more to say. But, yeah, like I said, the comments go on and on and on. I'm going to fast forward a little bit here through them and get to the end. But anyway, you guys can go ahead and read the comments if you want to. The rest of them, because there's quite a few. But I'm going to end it here. I just wanted to update because she put out another statement. She'll probably keep putting out these statements. I don't know. But, yeah. Well, thanks for joining in. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hit the like button and subscribe. Alright, Kathy P's out.